All right, here we go. Let's get this on here. Okay, so we on the morning come up. For those who don't know, never been here before, don't know what's going on. This is where we are. So this is school. I actually posted a new video too. Let me show you guys that. Here we go. And I'll post this inside of the school so everybody can check it out. So I made a little 5-minute guide about cryptocurrency. It's available now. You can check it out. You can also share and use this to help us get more people invited to our classes, but you can use any video to do that actually. So, but this is the most recent video that I just made. I'm going to start kicking out some more content in October, more visuals of me and images of what we're going over, because some people are still not, it's not clicking because, you know, people say they're visual learners. So I don't see how some people are not able to learn from me showing what it is, but we're going to start doing more content to help more people learn, because people learn different ways. So that's that. The morning come up is every Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time. We just hop on here, go over a few information. So for those who are already in the community, I appreciate all of your support and participation. For example, I'm going to start here. Chris was saying that his money's stuck on Coinbase. So you want to make sure that whenever you set up an exchange, that everything is verified. You want to make sure that you've verified your identity. You want to make sure that your debit cards are verified by the deposits that they send you to confirm that you can receive money. I encourage people to set up the Monzo, which we have on the checklist. So if you haven't completed the checklist, if you're not inside the school community and you're someone that's in the free Facebook group, or you're still in the Google Classrooms, or you follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, I encourage you to join the Block Cycle school community. This is where information is broken down a lot more in depth, and people are able to get a lot more hands-on training with the stuff that we go over. Aerodrome on Base. So this is another platform on Base that's similar to the things that we go over here now. So I'm also encouraging everybody to focus on the things that we have went over, because at some point you have to leave Block Cycle. At some point you have to invest in other assets. At some point you have to know how to do this so that you can do it on your own somewhere else. And that's just my main thing, is to make sure that you guys know how to do this stuff. No matter what cryptocurrency it is, no matter what blockchain it is, no matter any of that. All right, and I just went over this, but I'm going to say it again just so that it's on the video for the people that are missing the call. We are working on an upgrade to Block Cycle. Okay, so something to look forward to is our new design, and then with our staking rewards. So currently we have staking rewards for our NFTs, Wealth Wave token, and the Block Cycle token. We are going to be changing the staking rewards to affect the Block Cycle token only. You won't be able to stake the Block Cycle token because it's paying out the most rewards, and we got to do a budget switch, budget check, add to the budget. Like, the budget is getting low, so I'm pulling back over there. But what we are going to do, we are going to allow for liquidity pool tokens to be staked. All right, as of right now, you can stake Algo Cycle, Tiny Man pool, Cycle THC Cycle. So if some of you don't have the Cycle THC pool, you can start working on that for staking. And then we have the Coop Cycle. So you can focus on those until we get the developer to add more liquidity pool tokens. So, and this is a prime example of, if you're on the call, if you're in the class, then you have this information. You've heard it, you have access to it. If you don't know, then that's because you're not participating or supporting in what we're actually doing here. You're just trying to ride the wave and ride our backs. So I don't feel sorry for anyone that's missed an opportunity to do anything if they're not on the same page with us. I appreciate that we're all able to move collectively on the same page. Remember, we have about 100 members that are specifically in the group doing what we do, focusing on what we are focusing on. And then we have about 1,200 accounts, 1,200 wallets. And some of those wallets are other people who maybe set up 10 wallets, maybe set up 20 wallets because they're trying to milk the pot. So I'm about to put an end to that because it's not helping us, it's hurting us. So when they stack up, they end up selling, and then we got to basically start over. Like I was happy to see us get to 382 over the weekend, but you know, when I wake up and I'm seeing all of this sale pressure, I want to know why, you know, and then in order to know why, who's selling, where they're selling, why they're selling, you don't really get to know all of those details. But remember, you can check allo.info, which allows you to check the transactions for the token, the accounts and all of that. So just looking at transactions here, one of the things that I've been considered is we have a partnership, a collaboration with Algo Leagues. They run games inside of their Discord so that people win prizes. And since we have a liquidity pool with them, they are also holders, right? We got a nice size liquidity pool with them. And it's just an example so some of you guys can understand like how the market works. So we have a liquidity pool deal with them. Our liquidity pool is 2,500 TVL, and they have block cycle tokens that they pay out in their Discord to their people for different games and prizes. So at some point, those people that are earning those games and prizes are going to what? Sell. They don't really care about what we're doing. They're just getting their rewards for participating in algo leagues. And that's okay. That's acceptable. That's what helps create the market, right? And this is what creates the sales. So as of right now, like today, myself personally, I'll definitely be buying because I already understand how this works. So I'm going to be buying so that I can capitalize off of us being at 361 instead of still being at 382. So this is buying the dip, an example of buying the dip, an example of why you buy when it's red as opposed to when it's green, right? Because if you buy when it's green, then that means you're buying the top. At any point, it can go back down because somebody's been in for a long enough time to make profit. And you don't want people selling on top of you. That's just something that you don't want. It's not something that you can always prevent, but you can prevent it from doing it to yourself. And then I'll let people know, like, I'm personally waiting for us to get a lot higher in TVL so that I can take me some gains, some profits, right? I'm not really focused on that right now, but I would like to be able to participate in the profit taking too. So I'm just waiting for us to get a higher TVL so that we can afford to buy in and cash out bigger numbers. As you can see, total TVL starting off the week is 39,000. We hit all the way to 42,000 over the weekend, which was good to see. Our market cap had hit 50,000, 91,000 total. Our volume was at 14,000 in 24 hours. So we are able to put up the numbers collectively. We're able to put up the numbers, and that's what's important. And then we understand why these numbers are getting put up. All right. So, like I said, we're going to be upgrading our website, our platform soon. That's that. We're adjusting the staking rewards. So if anybody has any further questions on that after things get switched, you can hit me up for any question, comments, or concerns. I encourage everyone to make sure that you are checking your Allo. Just check out your account, type in your wallet address, type in your segment name, and just look at your address, see what's going on. I got any questions on what I just said so far? Anybody? Okay, everybody good on that part?
It was.
Nathan, you got a question?
Just wrapping up my screen, not that, bro.
Okay, all right. Miss Bridget, you made it. You got a question? I see you made it.
No, I'm just listening right now.
Okay. Patrick, I see you with us today. You got a question, bro?
I heard you just say something about the reward program had some changes.
Yes, we're going to be giving our rewards for liquidity pool holders as opposed to people that are just holding the tokens, because the budget is getting low and I want to make sure that I reward the people that are providing the most impact. So just holding the token doesn't provide the most impact. Adding liquidity provides the most impact. And I want to stress that by making sure that share rewards with those people. That's really the gist of what we're going into. So all of these changes will be starting tomorrow. Since this Monday morning come up, I figure I'd give an announcement to the people that have come to actually pay attention to what we're doing. And then for those who can catch the replay, these replays are up on YouTube, so you can catch them at any time throughout the week if you miss them. That was just the gist of that. I also went over the different, or not even the difference, but actually explain what farming is. So farming is similar to staking, but staking is you stake an asset, you earn an asset. With farming, like an example here, we have the Dapper Algo liquidity pool. There's only $3.59 in the pool. So I'm able to take those liquidity pool tokens and add them to this staking farm. This runs every 24 hours. There's only 80 participants. The new cycle starts in 8 hours and it just pays out every day. Same thing that we do on our own platform, but this is just through Tinyman. Same thing. All right. And I don't know how long I've been having this. I just got it. But same thing. So staking is very important, which is one of the reasons why we're focusing on that for our platform. We already have understanding of liquidity pools actually give crypto its whole, possibilities to run. That's what I got for us. Let's do a market check real quick. So the total market cap for the week starting off on Monday is $2.26 trillion. So if anyone notices, we actually lost some billions over the weekend. People sold. So the whole market is down about 2%. So there's no pressure, no wonder that we're down. Also, I know we're down from some sales, but we're also down because remember, there's a trickle down effect inside of the liquidity pools. So whenever the market's down, whenever Bitcoin drops, all of the crypto is basically going to drop. And as you can see, Bitcoin is down, Ethereum down over the last 24 hours. Most of these things are down. So there's no shock that Cycle is down or any other asset is down for that matter. Now, here is one thing I want to highlight. So here's Uniswap. This is another platform that is just like Tinyman. You can buy, sell, set up liquidity pools, things like that. And as you can see right here, this is green. And I want to stress this to you guys. The reason this is green and not red like the rest of these is because the people that are involved in that market have the ability to make the price go up. It does not have to only be attached to the rest of the market. So for example, us who are part of Cycle, and now for those who are deeper in Cycle, this can be your reserve. So instead of you putting money inside of your bank account, or let's say you want to keep it in gold, if you want to put it somewhere where you could get access to it and it wasn't just sitting there, it was actually working for you, it was making you money, you'd be able to do that. That's what you have with Cycle. So as an example, right now, I'm going to see how much I got right here in my wallet. I'm going to do a buy just to make the price, just to show you on the screen, basically. All right, so let's do $17. And I'm going to do it right here, make it look better. So I'm going to swap out 17 USDC for Cycle. Just to illustrate this again for people, like this is the same Power Looking Fair price. It's one, you see that? So we're not worried about being overcharged for it. Minimum received 4,600 Cycle. Swap fee is 5 cents, and we know where does the swap fee go to? It's only a 5 cents fee, and that goes to the liquidity pool providers. So as long as we got all of these people swapping every day, this is where the fees add up, and this is how you earn your fees. Okay. Let this refresh. All right, I know it wasn't a lot of money, but as you can see, the green candle, green means buy. You just witnessed me buy. So this is an example of how, imagine that like on Friday buy days, when everyone's buying on Friday, we know for a fact the market's shooting up. We know for a fact it is. But you have to understand someone's making profit on that. So somebody at some point can sell. Any of you at some point can sell. I don't want people to feel like, oh man, I can never sell. But right now you want to position yourself. For example, if you've been with me about 2-3 weeks, a month now, you're guaranteed to be in profit as long as you've been buying here and there, staking, adding to liquidity pools. I guarantee you can be in profit doing those things if you've been in here that long. And then for the new people, this is what they have to do. They have to get in at 361, and then for them to see any gains, they obviously need the price to go up. So either they can make the price go up for themselves by continuing to invest in their own accounts, or they can wait for the market to move up because other people are going to be making the transactions. That's one of the main things that people should focus on. Like, you can't control other people's actions, so you have to learn how to play a little defense. Okay, my whole goal right here is to teach you how this works so that we're able to move as a group, as a unit. When it's time to go to Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some other chain, I can say, hey y'all, this is the new hot thing over here. You already know how to set up a liquidity pool. You already know how to swap trade. I can just tell you how to get there and you'll be able to go and do your thing. So right now you're still learning how to do your thing. For those who do know, we will be sharing. I got Nate on it actually. He's going to be doing some TAs, which is basically going over the chart, showing you where the position, this is what I look at when I look at a chart. I look at the track record of the asset, because most of the time when people look at charts, they're predicting, they're speculating, they're guessing. Nobody can guess what we're doing here. I don't know when people are going to buy or when they're going to sell. They can sell or buy anytime. But common sense tells me if people have been buying from here all the way to here, then there's a good chance that somebody will want to sell, right? And take some profits, get some gains. It's okay. I accept that. That's how it works. And this also provides an opportunity for someone who wanted to get in while it was up here. They can get in down here and be able to ride it back up. But you just got to understand that. So Nate, I appreciate you going to start doing those TAs. So if anyone is not sure or clear, I'm dubbing him, designating him because he likes to do what he said. He's going to share information about the different charts, and then you guys can follow up with him, and that'll put a spotlight on his skill. L Money, Miss Erica, she made a post over the weekend showing Bitcoin machine inside of Pete's grocery store. Another example of how this stuff is going to be everywhere, and it's only going to be in places where people are paying attention to it. All right, I haven't seen too many Bitcoin machines and crypto stuff inside the hood, but that's part of my mission. My job is where I'm going to go talk to a lot of business owners and see if they would be interested in setting something up like this. And it could also help us all because I could get them to use BlockCycle for the form of payment instead of Bitcoin. And then that would help everyone that's a part of this. So things like that are stuff that I'm working on in the background, like getting us more liquidity pool deals, helping improve the website, getting the platform together. And once again, this is priority right here, is to just focus on the education and build the school up. I really have a vision to get us to at least 1,000 members, right? At 1,000 members, I plan on doing something a little different, but I want to know that I was able to get 1,000 people in here, teach them, share the information. And right now we're getting close to 100. So 10% of that. Any questions or comments on anything that I went over? I just want to put something out. I gotta go get my hair cut. So I want to make sure I stick to my morning call and answer any questions that anybody may have.
So my question was, does it make a difference in carrying the liquidity pools with high value assets versus something like meme coins?
Say it one more time, Nick. I didn't quite catch all of that.
it make a difference in pairing with high value assets versus something like me?
Okay, I still didn't really catch it, but are you asking me, is it better to pair with the major cryptos or pair with a meme
Well,
token?
yeah, well, does it make a difference in pairing with Bitcoin or Ethereum versus something like, um, uh, a meme coin nobody's heard of as far as
So I would
affecting the
say
value of block cycle?
that would be a personal thing, which is why I focus on how it works. So it's a personal thing because if you have $100, you can choose to invest in Bitcoin and just wait for the market. You can choose to invest in Ethereum and just wait for the market. You can invest in any cryptocurrency and just wait for the market, or you can buy the cryptocurrency and add to the liquidity pool, which is where now you're waiting for the market, but you're also earning from the fees. And then I'm going to explain this again. I'm probably go in deeper Wednesday again on about the trickle down effect. With the trickle down effect, everything for the most part, the majors are paired to Bitcoin. So when more liquidity, more buys come into Bitcoin, that value flows over down to the other crypto markets. And the same thing applies to the meme coins or any coin. Let's say with the meme coin, if you have Bitcoin and the meme coin, when the meme coin shoots off like a rocket, the liquidity pool is going to buy more Bitcoin for you. But let's say the meme coin does not do well. Bitcoin does well. It's going to help bring up the value of that Bitcoin, but there's still a lot of other factors to consider when investing in meme tokens and investing in cryptocurrency, period. So that's really more of a preference thing. Just understanding that the purpose of investing in the liquidity is the main thing. So now if you're invested in a liquidity pool, that means you must really have confidence in that product, in that token, in that crypto that is going to be doing well. Because now you're able to ride it up and you're able to get fees off of it. But if it's not doing well, no transactions, then you pretty much got your money sitting somewhere and it could be used in a better place. I hope that was able to cover some of what you was asking.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the pairing, like whenever if pairing with one and then the liquidity affect how we run the block cycle more than the pairing of another is what I was meaning. If I pair with Bitcoin, then it brings more value to block cycle than if I paired it with Ethereum that's only a tenth of its price.
Okay, you're talking about the return part. All right, so you automatically get a bigger bang for your buck when you invest in a smaller crypto. Doesn't matter whether it's a meme token or not. Because it has a smaller market cap, smaller price, investing in it will give you a bigger return. Now, if it's a good investment or not will remain to be seen, but that's part of the math. You invest in a smaller asset, a smaller market, so that you can get a bigger bang for your buck as the market goes up. All right. Chris, I see you had a question too about Solana. We do have a Solana pool associated for a prime example. This is a prime example. So you can invest in Solana and you can go to the Solana blockchain, you can go to the Solana network and you can provide liquidity over there. Or because you like Solana, you can be one of the people that help boost up the Cycle Solana pool. Because as you can see right here, there's only $20 in that pool, but we created it just so that we can have access to that market when it's going up. So we want to build up the Cycle Sol, Cycle ETH. We got the Bitcoin up to 1,000 over the weekend. So that's good. So now we're able to ride that Bitcoin pump with Cycle. And that's good for us, like Nate said, because Cycle is our cheaper asset. It's our smaller market. So when Bitcoin shoots off, it's going to help this smaller market more than it would help Ethereum, more than it would help some of the bigger assets that are paired with Bitcoin. So that's the benefit of being paired with Bitcoin as a small cap, as a smaller market. And in this case, we would do, well, in Chris's case, you could do the same thing with your Solana and your Cycle. So now you're able to get the gains from your Solana as the price is going up, but you're able to add more value to your portfolio, to your bag, because that value is being shifted into cycle through the liquidity pool. And the same thing applies to all of these. So remember, liquidity pool is the most important part of crypto. None of it. No, there's no way to buy and sell, trade anything in the world without there being some type of liquidity for people to get what they want instantly. And that's what we do with the providing the liquidity and teaching that inside block cycle. All right. I got one more. Any questions? Anybody want to share anything before I get off here? And I got a new YouTube video up, so you guys can check that out. It's like a little 5-minute guide to help people just learn about what to expect in the crypto market. And I'll be posting it on the about page for school, so you guys will see that. Wednesday, we got liquidity pool every night. 7 p.m. Wednesday night. And that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all for a second. Make sure we're ready to conquer the day, take over the week. All right, Darrell, you made it. Shout out to Darrell, man. He's been with me for quite a while. You know, I want to get his guys flowers. He's been in, you know, in some legal situations, but still been able to maintain, you know, learning crypto and figuring out how to make this happen with all that he had going on. So I'm glad you was able to make it, bro. I got another question. Being late. Oh, sorry. And then for those who are late or don't get to make this, the replay is always available. And then this AI note taker will also provide a summary that I'll be sharing as well. So for those who like to read and learn, you'll be able to read some of the information that we went over. And if you just want to watch it, then you'll be able to watch the video in class or on YouTube. And on that note, I am out of here. It's nice to see some of the same folks coming back. Oh yeah, I love seeing all the same names. I appreciate all the support, participation, you guys. Until later, all right, I'm out. Oh, check out the video. Give me some feedback. Let me know what y'all